Good morning. It is March the 31st, Easter Sunday. And we are at Mount Rainier National Park, heading up for a climb in the Tatoosh Range. We've begun our journey at the Narada Falls trailhead, and we are walking through a frozen, snow-filled forest. It's very compact at the moment and easy to walk on. It's a very pleasant approach hike through the woods. Switched to snowshoes. The snow is quite soft on the surface while we make our way down through this next stretch of forest. And breaking free of the trees, I really have this feeling that I have arrived at Easter Sunday Mass. What a gorgeous day. I love places like this because you have birth, life, death, and then rebirth repeated on so many different levels. All the lessons of life are to be learned right here. And we have arrived at the base of Lane Peak and its north-facing chutes. We are just assessing avalanche danger at the moment and make our final decision about where we go from this point on. We're hoping to climb the zipper, which is up this way and then around this face of rock. There's a lane that heads straight up. One of the last of the Tatoosh peaks we've yet to summit.
Definitely feel that layer.
There's a layer, and then if you press down again, you sink down even further under the layer.
Really?
Yeah, come on up and try it, give it a test. You know, there's a firm layer right there. But the fact that my ice axe sinks in that easy, I don't know. Yep.
Not a giant fan of that.
I agree. See, right there, there's the layer. The axe stops, and it punches through. It's very soft underneath. That's the curse of springtime climbing. Sarah and I both know what we want as far as snow conditions for good climbing, and neither of us really felt that today. So we turned around. We're still very glad we came out here to experience the snow on the threshold of the melt out. I think we're going to get a bit more this week after the sun goes away, and then it's supposed to get nasty again. So hopefully we can get back up here before April is over with and give it one more shot. This is about where we left off 3 weeks ago, when the snow was in much worse conditions than what it is right now. It is consolidated and much more firm. It was actually frozen on the way in today. And we are back making another attempt on Lane Peak. It is Saturday morning, April the 20th. And it's probably about 8:50 a.m. it has gotten quite steep, and it is a mixture of a little bit soft and hard styrofoam snow. We're looking right up the mouth of the snow gully, snow couloir. That's what we came here to climb. We're gonna do one last gear arrangement and then head on up into it. Now we have a nice safe platform to stand on and get ready for the next stage of the climb. All right, climbing.
Climb on.
Okay. I don't like these pickets dangling, but it's actually working out pretty good like that. I'm gonna keep out of my crampon points. Okay. All right, I'm gonna place one here. All right. You're definitely working all of the kinks out and learning as we go here to practice for bigger and better things, hopefully. One of them is this running belay that we got going here. That's going in good. That's what I should do. A little notch right there, going down. And then, there we go. Boom. All right. Now, I'm gonna move up further into this snow couloir. Climbing. Probably gonna change my gloves. This is not the best choice for what we're doing right here. I might head up into that little nook there. There we go. There's Sarah coming up behind me here. Looks like a really good spot right there to take a stance. climbing. Okay. All practice. We're moving at a slower pace than we probably could up this. You know, we could probably just climb it with axes and crampons, but we're trying to learn all of this stuff. So I got one more picket to place here. And I see my spot up there. Sarah just pulled hers down there. So I'm gonna climb on here. Trying to keep them on the downhill slope here. I'm not really kicking into them too much with my crampon points. Little steps go a long way, you know? All right, I'm gonna put another one right here. All right, on belay. What's that? Okay. It's perfect conditions. All right, we have probably one more pitch of a running belay to get to the top of this beautiful chute. And we're standing on a very solid ledge of consolidated frozen snow.
Woo!
What do you think of this experience, Sarah?
Oh, it's a great first time out. Sometimes you wake up in the morning and you forget why you love this so much and you really don't want to go. You just gotta have faith that the mountain will remind you. This is awesome.
You just gotta go. It's all about building our skill level up. You know, this is kind of one of our really first good experience on a really long snow chute like this. The North Chute on Constance wasn't this frozen at all. It was very soft, and this is really fun. I'm having a blast. I don't want it to be over with yet. So we have the last few steps, and then
I do, but I don't.
and we'll make our decision if we want to head up to the summit. There is
Ooh, another rock.
rocks occasionally tumbling down, and there's this afternoon storm system that we're chasing, the lenticular. Well, there it is, the zipper. One of 3 snow chutes on Lane Peak in the Tatoosh. It's a moderate route, so it's kind of intermediate. We found it extremely fun. There was a lot of frozen snow in there, a lot of consolidated snow, very firm, very cold, very good cramponing, very good swinging of the tools, and an ultimate learning experience. Up on this side though, right here, the snow is not frozen and it is not consolidated, and it's really slushy. It's a whole different world. And we always seem to do our best when we're racing a storm, because that's what's going to happen this afternoon. You can see the lenticulars just stacking against Rainier. And I think by 4 o'clock it's supposed to be snowing up here today, and you wouldn't even know it. So because of those 2 reasons, soft snow and impending storm, we're not going to go for the summit. We successfully did what we came here to do today, and that was to practice either putting out ice screws or a running belay with pickets, and the running belay with pickets was the way to go. Maybe a few changes that we would make to our safety system, but I'm glad we kind of got to do it in a moderately controlled environment today. And look at these views of the innards of the Tatoosh Range. This peak over here looks really cool. It's like a tooth, heaping with snow. Giant U-shaped valley just going off in the distance there. There's Mount Adams over there. Plumber Peak is right here. And then there's Pyramid Peak. And then we are gonna escape down this way. We're gonna head down and then swing off to the left here and kind of end up where we started the route. Down below, all these, you know, in the meadow right on the front of the Tatoosh Range. So a little bit more final preparations here in our stuff. We're gonna descend. There's the summit pyramid of Lane Peak. This slope right here was really avalanche prone when we came down. We were kind of in a hurry. It was very soft. It was definitely in some places up to our groin, with pretty soft snow continuing underneath. But we think we see the way. There's 2 little chutes that go up through the rock band, and they're melted out right now. Right there in the middle, there's sections of rock that are exposed. And then looks like a pretty fun summit ridge though. Just another mountain we're gonna have to come back and tag later. Look at how this ginormous snowball rolled all the way down this slope, probably in warmer conditions earlier in the week. It was all the way up there, and then it turns and it came off of the side of lane right here. That might be some of the last sunshine today, and I think it is safe to say that the weather is descending into deterioration. None of these clouds were there an hour ago, and we made the right call not doing the extra little bit to go up to the summit, because we'd still be coming down, I think, by now if we had done that. There's no more blue sky on the west side. I see a little bit of sun up there on the Muir snowfield, but that's going to go away here soon. And it feels kind of weird to be walking on the road.
You mean painful?
Yeah, my toes definitely hurt. We really lucked out today in doing what we did. This is actually our third attempt trying to climb the zipper on Lane Peak. We actually tried the first time last year about this time of the year in April, and it was extremely hot and a big melt off, so we called it because we didn't like the snow conditions. And we tried it again 3 weeks ago, and we still did not like the snow conditions. And work was a drag this week. It was really hard coming home Friday night. My brain hurt. I laid down on the couch, and we'd been watching this weather all week. You know, mountain climbing is like duck hunting. You become a nonchalant weatherman. And so we were watching this system that was supposed to come in today. It's coming in right now. And the timing of it kept getting later in the day. We were just sitting there, and we're like, oh, should we do it? Should we not do it? We really didn't know. And we took one last look at the radar. And the Mount Rainier recreational forecast said it was going to be mostly sunny today. So that combined with the fact that all week it was beautiful weather. We were like, oh man, we're working. Can't get up there and go climbing. It's been freezing. I mean, it came down to this. I was just sinking into the couch. And Sarah came over and sat down next to me. She was like, you know, we need a summit. And it just in my head, I knew it was the right thing. And we always seem to do well when everything's on the line. You know, we climbed Unicorn a couple of years ago in a beautiful morning just before a lot of rain moved in the afternoon. But that was in May. And it ended up being the most perfect conditions. We saw one skier coming up behind us, and we think he turned around because it was really icy. So it was just worth 100% gold in the practice and the experience that we just gained in climbing the zipper. We both agree that the movements of climbing are very addicting, and we think that that's some of the best front pointing sustained for 4 pitches of rope length.